Hi, my name is Natalie Grundy and this is assignment 2 of 2 for Introduction to Data Visualization Tools. So, as part of a data analytics team in the healthcare sector, this project aims to improve early detection of diabetes using patient data. The patient data included is demographic information, medical history, lifestyle factors, and diagnostic test results. And within this report, trends and patterns will be identified, incorporating these results into visualizations to communicate effectively with different audiences. Samadar and Nargundkar in 2019 explained that communication is a very important skill, ensuring project objectives are clear, concise, and decided ahead of a project. Communication throughout the project must be upheld with all stakeholders. On the presentation of the report, the audience needs must be considered for all to be able to understand the information effectively. So Anderson in 2025 explains that communication and effective information sharing in businesses and organisations are key to success, and collaboration in projects will help shape strategies and drive results. Effective communication is essential to provide these accurate results, predictions, and enhance decision making. The way communication can be used will differ in each organisation or business, and finding the most effective way is important to ensure all involved can understand the information clearly. So for quick and effective communication, the use of emails can be used to provide clear highlights, quick updates, and share reports detailing actions and next steps required. Along with outlining clear and concise instructions, it is essential to remember to explain technical concepts in simple terms and to avoid complex terminology. This will help to reduce confusion, misunderstanding, and disengagement amongst non-technical stakeholders. Meetings and presentations are used for discussions, they provide key insights, and they keep all stakeholders up to date with where the project is up to. They also provide clear and concise information, using visualization tools to help enhance understanding. Using those visualization tools will include dashboards, charts, graphs, and can help to provide real-time analysis. This allows collaboration and interaction effectively. Training sessions are helpful and will inform teams on the interpretation and understanding of any data. Collaboration tools allow for quick sharing of insights, decisions, and discussions. So Chungani in 2024 explains that providing insights that are clear, meaningful, and impactful to the audience will enable effective data communication. Applying attention to detail and turning complex information into clear and actionable knowledge will only help businesses and organizations to thrive. Choosing the correct visualization tools will make data clearer and accessible to all. This includes non-technical stakeholders. Allowing these tools to prompt questions will help to further analyse and make suitable adjustments as required. In this project, we have used Python libraries and decision models to provide the most accurate results to ensure optimal decision making. Using Python libraries to prepare and clean the dataset, ensuring all values and fields are inputted and maximum accuracy is upheld. So as you can see in figure 1, it is important to check how the dataset will look. You can do this using df.head, and this will give a clear picture of the information detailed within the dataset and make sure everything is set out clearly. As outlined in figure 2, using df.info, this will break down how many entries there are in total, and this will show whether there are any missing values within any of the columns. Data types can also be seen within this section and listed within this command. As shown in figure 3, there is a further option to break down any missing values, and this is using df.isNull.sum. This will directly show which column contains the missing values. If there are any, you can fill with correct averages using mean, mode, or median, or the column can be dropped completely if there are too many missing values. So as you can see within this data set, it holds no missing values. Using decision models will generate further insights into the data set. So as you can see here in figure 4 and figure 5, the logistic regression and decision tree classification reports allow understanding of which model would be best suited for the specific data. The accuracy scores provide a percentage that shows how well the model works on picking up the correct predictions within the dataset. Choosing the correct model will enhance prediction accuracy and ensure high-level decisions can be made. So Gitelson in 2023 explains that Tableau is one of the leading business intelligence and data visualization tools. Tableau enables businesses and organizations to transform raw data into interactive visuals that enhance decision-making on real-time performance. This tool is known for being user-friendly for non-technical and technical users to be able to have the same experience while using it. Tableau can connect to various data sources and provide flexibility of use. Collaboration is another positive, ensuring all stakeholders can stay connected and access the data quickly and efficiently to drive decision making. The tool is designed to handle large data sets from different data sources and still able to maintain privacy and security by using various security practices, including encryption, account validation, and multi-factor authentication. Microsoft in 2024 explains that Power BI is a software platform that includes apps to help turn data into insightful, interactive visuals. Power BI can connect with Excel spreadsheets and external data sources to show reports or dashboards as required, and this can be shared with numerous people. There are many ways to use Power BI, and depending on how essential the information needs to be shared. This tool is also very flexible, which helps to fit the needs of everyone, businesses or organizations. Python Software Foundation 2025 defines Python as a high-level programming language that is simple to learn and can increase productivity within teams, businesses, and organizations. Python in 2020 describes Python libraries as a tool that provides a wide range of capabilities, including a very high number of components that work well within Python. So Sweetlin and Sordia in 2021 explained that exploratory data analysis EDA is where the data set is analysed to enhance decision making and ensure ease of understanding in visuals. EDA can be used with tools such as Python, ensuring the data set is clean and all missing values are checked, filled with averages, or removed to improve accuracy in analysing patterns and trends. Once EDA is completed, it can be applied to machine learning for prediction models that will create higher accuracy in the data. Figure 6 here shows the process of EDA with the specific data set they use for clinical breast cancer. Once the dataset is uploaded, EDA can be implemented, allowing the dataset to then be refined, ready for visualization. In this project, data visualizations can be shaped from the dataset and created using Python libraries to compare patterns and trends, break down results, and provide predictions. Using Python allows us to dig into the connections between the information in the dataset to see where the patterns and trends are that lead to an increased risk of developing diabetes. So as you can see in figure 7, this is a correlation matrix from the dataset showing where the connections are high and low to developing diabetes. Glucose levels have the strongest correlation with the outcome, which means a person with high levels of glucose has a higher risk of developing diabetes. Blood pressure has the weakest correlation, which means a person's blood pressure level does not increase the risk of developing diabetes. BMI, glucose, skin thickness, and insulin all have a strong correlation with one another. But as detailed here in figure 8, using a Seaborn pair plot, it shows that although they correlate highly, they do not identify as leading to a risk of diabetes. Looking further into the correlation matrix, pregnancies and age separately have a weak correlation to the outcome, but when you look at pregnancies against age, this shows a strong connection to developing diabetes. So here in figure 9 is a joint plot that shows the comparison between age and pregnancies. And as you can see, it shows that patients between the ages of 20 and 30 years old with up to 5 pregnancies have an increased risk of developing diabetes. This could be linked to gestational diabetes, as in pregnancy the body cannot produce enough insulin. So looking at the different audience types for this particular data set, we would look to be seeing doctors, data scientists, public health officials, management team, IT department and staff members. So executives are responsible for the decision making. They are usually less technical than other audience types. Experts know the product or project or role fully, oversee the design process, are responsible for testing, training and run the systems. Technical teams build the systems that the experts design. They then maintain, operate and repair them. This team holds the highest technical knowledge and offers a practical approach. Non-specialists are the audience with the least technical knowledge. They want to be able to use the system or see the results to complete their role. Therefore, simple and clear reports or visualizations would be suitable. Gulati in 2025 explains that effective data presentations can turn complex information into clear information that can be understood by all, including technical and non-technical stakeholders, and by highlighting significant points, reduces the risk of confusion. Choosing the correct visualization is dependent on the audience and how the data is to be displayed clearly. Tailoring information based on levels of expertise. So if the target audience is technical, then more detailed data can be presented, including technical terms. However, the less technical stakeholders require short, clear, and easy to understand reports and information. So avoiding the use of complex visualizations will help to keep the audience engaged. And Hamlin et al. In 2022 explained that to identify an audience is to define the category they fit into. Dismissing audience analysis will result in a reduction in adapting to audience needs. So as shown here in figure 10, this is a simple bar chart, and it's important to use as they can provide a lot of detail but can also be very to the point. So as outlined in this graph, the title is clear. It shows what the graph is representing in the figures. The X and Y axes are clearly labelled to show what is being counted, and the kind of graphs and charts are suitable for any audience as they are easy to read and understand. As outlined in figure 11, this is a detailed plot analysis, which is a much more complex graph. So for non-technical audience members, this could be confusing and unclear. So it is important to use this kind of visual if you know the audience is from a technical background, as they will be able to understand and read this information. If this graph had an impact on the data and needed to be showcased, then to fully ensure everyone can understand what is being displayed, adding a narrative alongside would help to make it easier to read and be informative to all audiences. So Plotly in 2023 explains that Plotly is a library used within Python to make visualizations come to life. Various graph types within this tool can be used, ranging from simple to more complex. To meet the expectations of the audience, Plotly is a great tool to put complex information into a simple and easy to understand graph. For this data set, we have used Plotly to split down in age groups the prediction of the outcome of diabetes. So as you can see in figure 12, the bar chart is titled showing the risk of diabetes by yes or no outcomes per age group. The x-axis is titled age group, and these are split into 21 to 45 years old, 46 to 65 years old, and 66 plus years old. The y-axis is the total count of outcomes per age group. There is also a key which defines which colours are for which outcome, and these colours are visible within the graph. So from this data set, the age range of 21 to 45-year-olds had the greatest number of patients, with the majority having no risk of developing diabetes. However, this age group had the highest number of patients who would potentially develop diabetes. The age group 46 to 65 also had a high rate compared to the 66 and overs group, who had the lowest number of patients with the risk of diabetes. Looking further into this, comparing against the different field types would show the different reasons as to why this might be. As outlined in figure 13, the same data has been used, but the graph is not as clear or as easy to read as the graph shown in figure 12. This could be confusing to audience members as it does not clearly define what the chart is displaying. For the information displayed, it would be much easier for the healthcare professionals and different audience types to read the Plotly chart in figure 12, as it is categorized to show exactly what the information is portraying. The joint plot is more targeted to audience with a technical background, as they will be aware of how to read the chart. So in conclusion, communication is essential in any business or organisation. Information must be accurate and clear and will enhance a better understanding from stakeholders and audiences. Choosing the best way to interact will help the audience remain engaged throughout any project. Effective communication will provide better insights, predictions, and decision making. Interactive visuals are a powerful tool and can be used on many platforms. Opting for the best platform depends on the project at hand and how insights need to be delivered. The platform or tool selected needs to suit the needs of the project and work in line with what needs to be communicated. This will help to provide accurate results and allow high-level decisions to be made. Finally, choosing the correct visualizations is dependent on each audience, and knowing your audience will only help further in picking the correct visuals. Avoiding those complex terms, graphs, or charts will help keep audience members engaged and follow along with ease. Tailoring to levels of expertise is also an option, but to be safe, it is better to keep all information clear, non-complex, and easy to read. Here is the reference list of all the references used within this presentation, and thank you very much.